Book 2024 Science Annual Question Paper English Medium. Okay, now we are going to discuss about biology part. Okay, let's start. First of all, we have to discuss about multiple choice questions. Total in biology part, 2 multiple choice questions are there, each carrying 1 mark. So 27th. An illustration for reflex action among the following is option A, moving chair. Wrong. Feeling the taste, it goes to the sense goes to brain. This also message goes to brain, so this is wrong, this is wrong. Reflex action means whatever the actions goes autonomously with the help of a nerve cord, those are called as a reflex action. That's why clapping at the end of function, this also message goes to brain. That's why this is also wrong. Right answer option C, withdrawing hands back when unknowingly touch a hot pen. This message not reach to forebrain or cerebrum. Okay, it reaches to up to only medulla oblongata, that's a spinal cord. Okay, that's why it's a reflex action. Option C, right answer. Then next question. Question number 28. Pea plants with a round seed, capital R, are crossed with the pea plants with wrinkled seeds, small r. The percentage of plants that are having capital R genetic makeup in F2 generation. We get a 3 type of plants in F2 generation. One is a capital R, small r. Sorry. Capital R, small r, and small r, smaller. If we see this percentage, because this ratio, genotypic ratio 1 is to 2 is to 1, that's why their percentage, this is 25%, this is 50%, this is 25%. What they asked here, capital R they asked, that's a 25%, right answer. Okay, then it's right answer option A, 25%. Then question main number 12. Answer the following questions, each carrying 1 mark. 3 questions are there. Okay. 29th. The ozone is a deadly poison. It is essential for life on earth. Justify the statement. At the higher levels of atmosphere, ozone shields the earth's surface from ultraviolet radiations from the sun, thus protects the living organism on earth. That's why it's a deadly poison, though it requires for lead a life. Then 30th one, schematic representation of blood circulation in the mammals is given below. Okay, lungs to heart, heart to other parts of the body, from other parts of the body again heart to lungs. This is the circulation. So here they asked whatever the blood vessels, they from heart to all parts of the body, those are arteries, and whatever the bring black deoxygenated blood or any other kind of a blood to heart, that's a veins. That's why X is here artery and Y is vein. Then another one question they asked, name the blood vessels. X and Y asked them, which blood vessel has wall? Which blood vessel has walls? Veins, to stop the backward flow of blood. Okay, they have walls. Question number 31. The number of organisms decreases by reaching higher trophic level of food chain in an ecosystem. Why? Because as reaching higher trophic level of food chain, the amount of available energy goes on decreasing. Why amount of energy goes on decreasing? Because 90% waste in the form of heat and 10% only pass to the next level. 90% law we discussed. Okay, according to that law, 90% waste, 10% only carried to further level. That's why food also and amount of energy also goes on decreasing. Question number 13. Answer the following questions, each carrying 2 marks. 2 questions are there, 2 2s are 4. 32nd question, this is a definite question. Draw a diagram showing the germination of pollen on stigma and label pollen tube. They asked, okay, this is the structure of germination of seed. Okay, what they asked, only single part they asked. This is the what pollen tube they asked. Okay, and whenever I discussed previous question papers, last 10 years question papers for English medium, that time I told what seed germination is a definite question. Okay, alternative yes, this question will be asked. So who they are prepared, they draw well, I think. Okay, for diagram 1.5 marks, and labeling the parts half marks. Then this is also important diagram 29, whatever the 29 diagrams list I given. Okay, this is also important, I said for you. Draw the diagram showing a excretory system in human beings and label urinary bladder. Okay, then this is the simple structure of excretory system, and they asked only single part to donate. That's what I denote, that's a urinary bladder. Okay, for diagram 1.5 marks, and labeling the parts half marks. Question main number 14. Answer the following questions. Answer the following questions. 3 marks questions these are. Okay, total 3 questions are there. 3 3s are 9 marks. Okay, then see 34th question in that A. Measures of recharging underground water are better than the storage of water on the surface levels of the ground. How? Explain, they asked. First we have to answer A. Water does not evaporate whenever it is in underwater or groundwater. Water does not evaporate, instead of spread out to recharge wells and provide moisture for vegetation. Okay, then second question, reuse is better than recycling. Why? Okay, reuse is better than recycling. Process of recycling uses some energy, that's why reuse is better than recycling. Because to recycle, again we want to burn fossil fuels to make them or to give them shape. And what underwater, whatever the A question is there, another 2 points they given. Which question? What measure of recharging underground water are better than the storage of water on the surface of levels of ground. How? Explain whatever the points are there. Does not provide a breeding grounds for mosquitoes, like stagnant water collected in ponds or artificial lakes. Does not get contaminated by human or animal waste. Okay, these also considerable points. Then 35th question A. In human reproduction, the placenta performs a significant role in the development of a fetus into a child. Justify the statement. Then C. Provides a large surface area to transport oxygen and glucose from mother to embryo. Remove waste substances produced by developing embryo by transferring them into mother blood. Okay. Then B question. How can DNA copying be decided as one of the way of reproduction in lower organism? 2 genetically identical daughter cells are produced by the division of nucleus. 2 genetically identical daughter cells are produced by the division of nucleus. That's why what DNA copying is what it's a way of reproduction in lower organism. 36th question. What product is formed in the first step that takes place in cytoplasma during the respiration in animals? Write any 2 difference between aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. First we have to see these question answers. What glucose of a 6 carbon molecule break into 3 carbon molecule as a what it is converted into pyruvate. Then difference between aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration in shorts. Okay, YouTube shorts. I shared this previously only. Aerobic respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen. Okay, anaerobic respiration takes place in the absence of oxygen. Aerobic respiration, energy released is more. Anaerobic respiration, energy released is less. Aerobic respiration produce a carbon dioxide, water, energy. Okay, production of energy is more here, or what a released amount of energy is more here. Anaerobic respiration produce ethanol, carbon dioxide, and whatever the energy is produced, less amount of energy is released. For this question, another one R type question they asked. See, in what form the waste products are stored in old xylems of plants? Okay, a question we have to see first. Waste products are stored as a resin or gums in old xylem plants. Then B question, how do the products of photosynthesis transport to all parts of the plant? Okay, then C. Materials like sucrose is transferred into phloem tissue using energy from ATP, adenosine triphosphate. The osmotic pressure of the tissue increases and water moves inside. This pressure moves the material in the phloem to tissues which have less pressure. Okay, now we are going to see 15th main. Answer the following questions. It's a 4-mark question, only one question is there. See 37th A. Which part of the human brain controls the following activities? Okay, then involuntary activities, it's a medulla. Then each carrying half of marks. What chemical compounds that help to coordinate growth, development and response to the environment, those are called as a phytohormones. Phytohormones that promote growth are auxins, gibberellins and cytokinins. Another one R type question is there. Name the hormones that control the following activities in man. Regulating sugar level in the blood, it's insulin. The next one, regulating the menstrual cycle, it's a what? Estrogen. It's a estrogen. The next, preparing the body to face a situation, that's a pituitary. Okay, adrenaline. Then next, regulating the metabolism. To regulate the metabolism, thyroxine is helpful. Okay, then B question. Which one? B. Name any two trophism that occur in plants. Give an example for each. Name two trophism. Growth of roots towards earth. Any they asked. Hydrotrophism, growth of the roots towards. Chemotrophism, growth to. Instead, answer the following question. It's a 5-mark question. Then 38th A. Human hands and wings of the bird help to trace the evolutionary relationships. How? Explain the methods of dating of fossils. Okay. Hands of a man and wings of a birds perform different functions, but they have a same structure. So we can understand that these organisms have common ancestors and modified according to the need in the course of evolution. Okay, then B question. Changes in the non-reproductive. A question, another half question is there. Explain the methods of dating fossils. See, dating of fossils, relative method. The fossils we find closer to the surface are more recent than isotope method by detecting the by detecting the ratios of different isotopes of an element present in fossils. Change in reproductive. Okay, non-reproductive tissues cannot be passed on to the DNA of germ cell because they not bring any changes in the DNA. Okay, so what up to now what we discussed 2024 SSLC Science Annual Models Key Answers or Scheme of Evaluation. Okay, this is helpful for whenever you are adding a re-evaluation after the results announced, and it is also helpful to 2025th batch students as a reference question paper. Okay, hopefully if you this is useful for you. If you feel this is useful, share to your friends.